Greetings, fellow candle fans. My name is Andrea. Welcome to Candle Chatter. Today we're going to be talking about my fall haul from Carnival Sundays Part 2. For those of you who are unfamiliar with Carnival Sundays, it's a small family-owned business located in Georgia. The owners' names are John and Sierra. Sierra designs all the labels for each jar, and the two of them, along with their team, pour all the candles by hand. They recently bought a new warehouse, so they're able to store more candles, and that really showed in this last launch. Usually their launches are Hunger Game styles where you have to get in there real fast, get what you want, and get out real fast, and then if you want more, you have to get in again real fast. But this time, a lot of the candles stuck around on the website. So that made a big difference. People were able to shop at a more leisurely pace, and it was a wonderful launch. So today we have 10 candles, a couple of Big Mama Jamas, and then 2 wicks. So let's get started on giving these a cold sniff. Let me get these in order, and pardon me for showing you the back of my head. First on the agenda is Coffin Cake. 22 ounces, as I said, of beautiful white soy wax, cotton wicks. All Carnival Sundays candles are phthalate and toxin-free. They're cruelty-free. They don't have any of the ingredients that we don't want floating around in our homes, which I appreciate. When you burn a lot of candles like I do, you have to really be careful about sooting. And I burn mostly 100% soy wax because I have family members who are sensitive to paraffin. I honestly don't have anything against paraffin. It's just, for some people, and again, my family members, there are 2 of them, paraffin wax can be headache inducing, most likely from the soot. I asked Tracy about that at the 3-Wick Thesis Candle channel because she did a very in-depth study about that. And she said, yes, it's hard to really tell, but it's most likely the soot that can affect people. So anyway, back to the candle. Coffin Cake has notes of pumpkin spice, brown sugar, frosting, cinnamon, clove, butter, cream, vanilla, and nutmeg. Cute little coffin. Oh, this is lovely. This is definitely spice cake. Personally, I don't get a frosting note in this at all. I smell the spices, the cinnamon, brown sugar, definitely clove. The butter is in here too. These are all the ingredients that you would use to make a spice cake. And it's absolutely gorgeous. This would be a beautiful scent to start burning, I would think, if you're a seasonal burner. I'm not. For me, it's fall all year round. If you're a seasonal burner, I think Coffin Cake would be a great one. Just to burn anytime you're in the mood for something kind of spicy and comforting. Next on the agenda is Dad's pumpkin pie. A delicious looking piece of pumpkin pie on the label. And this has notes of ginger, allspice, cinnamon, pumpkin, brown sugar, nutmeg, clove, molasses, buttery pie crust, and vanilla. I've heard from some of the ambassadors that this is John's father's pumpkin pie, but it is not the pie. It's the filling of the pie. It is the pie crust along with all the savory ingredients. So take a look at this, at the wax. Let's give this girl a sniff. I can see what they're talking about. You do get that crust note, and I love, pumpkin pie is one of my favorite pies, and I love the crust note. Now, there are those that would say, how do you know what pumpkin pie smells like? Because I'm someone who, yes, I drown it in whipped cream. But that's the way you eat it, and then you have it for breakfast the day after Thanksgiving. It's a rule. I don't care what anybody says. It's a rule. But yes, you do get the ginger, the allspice, the cinnamon, the brown sugar, the nutmeg, clove. It's all in there. This is not strongly molasses. And there's a touch of vanilla in here. This is a savory scent and a little bit spicy, but oddly enough, it's not the same as Coffin Cake. Totally different animals. Coffin Cake somehow gives you the impression of a spice cake, while Dad's apple pie is pie crust with spices. Really nice one. Again, for me, this would be so much fun to burn at Thanksgiving when you're cooking in the kitchen. I do not cook at Thanksgiving at our house because, well, spoiler alert, I am a terrible cook. I have always been a terrible cook. I don't have the gift. In self-defense, my children, both my son and my daughter, both taught themselves how to cook, and they're wonderful cooks, as are my son-in-law and daughter-in-law. So, because we have the biggest kitchen of all the families in our little group, they come over here at Thanksgiving and they take over my kitchen, which is just fine with me. So I will put on either Dad's pumpkin pie or Coffin Cake and provide the hors d'oeuvres and the wine, and I'll enjoy the company on Thanksgiving. Next on our agenda is apple donut. Another cute little apple donut, a little bit of cinnamon. I'm sorry, cinnamon apple donut, not apple donut. Cinnamon apple donut has scents of apples, cider, fried donuts, cinnamon, musk, vanilla, and sugar. I struggle with any kind of a donut scent, but I ordered this anyway because I think Carnival Sundays does gourmand so well, and I was hoping this would be one that I would really, really like. It's the dough scent, I think, like that. A lot of cinnamon apple donut or donut fragrances, the dough, the fried dough comes across as too heavy and too greasy for me, and I just really don't enjoy it. But let's see what I think about this on cold sniff. This is very apple forward, very cider. Right now on cold, I don't get a lot of cinnamon, but it's in there. The sugar and the vanilla make it a little bit sweet. I might actually like this because this is not a heavy donut scent. Yes, apple cider, fried donut, cinnamon, musk, vanilla, and sugar. I'm very excited to see what this smells like when it burns, because that doesn't have that heavy, greasy donut note that a lot of scents like that have. So we'll see. Next is Sweet Autumn, gorgeous autumn leaves. Isn't that pretty? I've said this before, I'm an artist and I just really appreciate Sierra's artistry. Her Instagram posts are stellar. She's such a creative, outstandingly creative soul, and I really love the things that she does. So Sweet Autumn has scents of warm oats, sweet molasses, spiced pumpkin puree, maple leaf, vanilla bean, and smoked cedar wood. Oh, that's nice. Mm. This is beautiful. This might be my new emotional support candle. This might replace Lunchbox once it's all gone. And that surprises me, and I'll tell you why. When I was pregnant with my son, many moons ago, when dinosaurs roamed the earth, my first husband was in the Navy, and we lived in Navy housing. Excuse that. That's my husband moaning in the background. Anyway, my first son was in the Navy, and we lived in Navy housing. And in Navy housing, all of the houses were two bedroom and 3-bedroom, like apartment type houses, and they were all attached. And the couple that was attached to us at the corner, she had just had a baby, and they had 2 Chihuahua dogs who didn't like the baby. And this was in January, so it was cold, and it was in Tennessee, so it was cold at that time. And they put the Chihuahuas in their shed. Each unit had a shed so we could store things, and turn the space heater on. And the Chihuahuas, they weren't used to that, and they were frantic, and they knocked over the space heater. And this was in the days when space heaters did not turn off, and it caught the shed on fire. So there came a pounding at the door, and I was in the bedroom, and my husband was in the living room sleeping propped up in a chair because I had a cold and he didn't want to get it. So the pounding woke him up, and he went in and grabbed my daughter Amy and stuck his head in the bedroom and said, "The house is on fire, you have to leave." I am not quick to wake up, so I just kind of groggily said, "Okay," and trotted to the bathroom to use the restroom. Looked out the bathroom window and saw that the shed was on fire and said, "Oh my God, the house is burning." So I went running out the front door, and about that time the fire department came. Fortunately, they put the fire out. The flames didn't really spread to our house or any of the other homes that were attached. But the smoke lingered. There was a lot of smoke damage that had to be scrubbed off the walls and the baseboards and the ceilings in my daughter's room, which is where the worst of the smoke damage was. And the smell lingered for weeks. No matter what I did, you just couldn't get that smell out. So I've always been a little sensitive since then to any kind of a smoky smell. So I didn't know if I'd like this or not, but oh, that smoked cedar wood adds just the right note. And this is definitely maple leaf, not maple sugar. And there's a difference. Maple leaf is the leaf of the maple tree. This is gorgeous. I like this one. Sweet Autumn is a winner in my book. Next we have Toasted Pumpkin Crunch. Beautiful, like a muffin, a pumpkin muffin with autumn leaves on the front. And this one has notes of clove, cinnamon, nutmeg, pumpkin, sugar, buttercream, smoke, and vanilla. Again, because of that smoke note, I was really worried about this one. Another one with 22 ounces of gorgeous wax. Let's give this a sniff. And again, I shouldn't have been worried. This is beautiful. The clove, the cinnamon, the nutmeg are all accentuated by that smoke note, and it gives the pumpkin a toasty element. Oh, this is beautiful. Another winner, Caramel Sundays. Kudos to you. That's gorgeous. Let's see here. Next we have BooBerry Bakehouse. And this is supposed to be the child of Coffin Cake and one of Caramel Sunday's other blueberry fragrances. I can't remember if it's the Crumble or if it's the Double Dip Danish. I have Double Dip Danish. Say that fast 10 times. So let's go with that. Let's take a look at the notes. The notes are creamy blueberries, sweet pumpkin, brown sugar, warm spice, cake, cinnamon, clove, and vanilla frosting. Nice white wax. Yeah. This is like double dip Danish. And Coffin Cake had a baby. Congratulations, guys. You made a beautiful child. Oh, this is gorgeous. I am obsessed with all things blueberry right now. And what I like about this, there's no lactonic smell at all in here. No sour notes from the vanilla frosting. I know that can happen sometimes. Some people do detect that. This is fantastic. This is like summer blueberries' fall sister. And it's unique to me because it's got the spices in it from Coffin Cake. Definitely this is a gorgeous fall blueberry. I would love to, this would be great burning in the morning when you're having coffee and breakfast. It's fantastic. Okay, what else have we got here? See if we've gotten everybody equal opportunities. Okay. Halloweentown. Look at, I love the spooky pumpkin in the book. If you've ever watched the movies Halloweentown, this is such a good illustration of that. It's Halloween without being like gory or anything like that. I personally love Halloween. I love dressing up. I love the trick-or-treaters and seeing the kids in all their costumes. That being said, I don't like horror movies. I just can't, especially the gory ones. I can't get those pictures out of my head. And then when I go to sleep at night, I have bad dreams about them. So I avoid horror movies at all costs for that reason. The notes in Halloweentown are brown sugar, butter, pumpkin chai, sweet cream, butterscotch, sea salt, coconut, and musk. I have not had a scent that has butterscotch in it before, so I was curious about, oh yeah. This is very butterscotch forward. The chai is there, but the chai is in the background. So if you're worried about the chai, don't be. Like I said, it's there. It's just very, very subtle. This is mostly about the butterscotch, the butter, the brown sugar. I don't get anything that screams musk to me. This is very sweet. If you like a sweeter fragrance, at least on cold, it could transform, as I said, once you burn it. But on cold, this is a very butterscotch forward scent that is very, very sweet. At least to my nose. Your nose could very well interpret that differently. We're all different. Next we have Always Autumn, another gorgeous illustration. This is of autumn fruits. Nice soy wax again. This has notes of gala apple, juicy fig, balsam fir, fresh eucalyptus. This is pretty. This is fall without being spicy or too fruity. The gala apple is in there, but gala apple is a milder apple, and honestly, I get more fig than I do apple. And I love fig in fragrances. There is some balsam fir in here, but the balsam fir is in the background. It's not dominant, and it mixes nicely with the apple and the fig. I don't get anything that screams eucalyptus, but I have a feeling it's the eucalyptus in here that's making this feel fresh, because it does smell very fresh. Now, is this, I think this is caramel sundaes take on a lot of similar fragrances that a lot of companies have. And I've smelled several this season as I've been purchasing from the different companies. I have to say, do I mind that? No, not at all, because this is gorgeous. This has its own unique spin, and I think it's the fig. I think the fig gives it a depth that you don't find in a lot of non-spicy type of fragrances, autumn fragrances. I think this would be great to burn like in your open concept in the evening, or even in your bedroom. This would also be great body care. Oh my gosh, this would be a wonderful perfume. Really beautiful. Really, really beautiful. Now, next are the two big Mama Jamas. These are 40 ounces of soy wax. They have 4 wicks. This is Fall Farmhouse, and it has scent notes of poached peaches, pear slices, autumn spices, whipped vanilla, candied praline, and crunchy sugar cane. Oh, this is beautiful. Yes, this is a peach fragrance, but it's a beautiful peach fragrance. That pear is in there, but it's a sweet pear. It's not sharp. This is definitely poached peaches. I don't really get any spices on cold sniff, but as we all know with soy wax, it transforms when it's lit, and that could come out as it burns. Oh, this is so pretty. It's sweet, but not too sweet. I don't smell anything in here that could be like a crunchy sugar cone, but that doesn't mean it's not in there. This is really pretty. The reason I said, you know, it transforms on burn. Nutty Nightmare was a candle for me that I loved. I really liked it on cold sniff. The first time I burned it, it has a woody vanilla note in it. And the first time I burned it, my first thought was, what in the heck is that smell? I don't like that. And I put it out and I almost put it away. But so many people love that fragrance. I thought to myself, girl, your nose is just aberrant. Give it another chance. So I did. And I lit it up again, and oh my goodness, I fell madly in love with Nutty Nightmare. There will be a dedicated review coming for that one, not in the not too distant future, but just no spoiler alert. I love Nutty Nightmare. It's so good. And something tells me that Fall Farmhouse is going to transform in the same way. I think I'm going to like it I like it on cold, but I think I'm going to love it once I heat it up, because I think that's when the spices are going to come out. The last but not least is Carnival Caramel Popcorn. Again, 40 ounces, 4 wicks. And the scent notes on this are warm popcorn, sea salt, creamy caramel, hot butter, vanilla, and sugar. This is a popcorn scent. Salty, buttery. I'm hungry. I want to go pop some popcorn. This is hot popcorn with a caramel drizzle over it. Oh, this would be perfect for August and September. I know a lot of people are burning Circus Candy Cloud right now. When you're done with that, if you like Circus Candy Cloud, give Carnival Caramel Popcorn a try, because in some ways it's Circus Candy Cloud's fall sister. It's wonderful. I'll bet when you light this, it makes the whole house smell like you're popping popcorn, and maybe have a caramel drizzle on the stove. This is beautiful. I keep saying that. I also keep smelling these like I want to stuff them into my sinuses. And I'm sorry for that. I'm trying to be a dainty sniffer, but I have come to the conclusion that I am just a hearty sniffer. So we're going to have to consider those sniffing sounds cold sniff ASMR. All right. Let's see here. Ratings. Let me just give you my top three. I would say my top three. Number one, honestly, oddly enough, is Sweet Autumn. I really like Sweet Autumn. I think it's the warm oats in there that are really calling my name. And I love an oat note in a candle. So I would say number one for me right now, that could change once I start burning them, would be Sweet Autumn. Oddly enough, I like Toasted Pumpkin Crunch again. I am loving these smoke notes. Never in a million years thought I would love these smoke notes like this, but this is just, it's spicy, it's a little smoky, it's creamy, it's got cinnamon note, the clove in this is just gorgeous. So I would say number two would be Toasted Pumpkin Crunch. And then, because I am always up for a blueberry scent, BooBerry Bakehouse. This is wonderful. Yeah, it's definitely fall blueberry. It screams fall blueberry, and I absolutely love it. I would say honorable mention would be Always Autumn. I like the uniqueness of the fig in here. It's a beautiful, non-spicy, non-gourmand. And I'm looking forward to burning it. And then all the rest of them come just bang, bang, bang. Because honestly, I just did a rating for Grins and Giggles. I personally am in love with all of them. They're all fantastic fragrances. And I am looking forward to burning each and every one. So as I do that, I'll be getting dedicated reviews out to you. If you like this video and you enjoy these cold sniff reviews, I would appreciate it if you'd give the video a thumbs up. Also, if you like this video, please subscribe. And I would appreciate it if you'd comment too, because I want to know, what did you haul from Carnival Sundays? What are you burning? What's your favorite? Are there any dislikes? Are there dislikes? What's your love? What are you madly in love with? Is it this? Do you have the same kind of nose I do? Share with me and let me know what your thoughts are, because I would really love to hear them. It's a lot of fun to hear what everybody likes or dislikes, because all our noses are different, and quite frankly, that's what makes the world go round and keeps things interesting. That's it for today's video, my friends. Until next time, take care of yourselves.